Good evening and welcome to the news at 10. His Majesty King Abdullah will meet with Pope Francis at the Vatican on Tuesday. The two will discuss developments in the region, including Jerusalem, following the U.S. decision to recognize it as the capital of Israel and move its embassy there. From the Vatican, His Majesty will head to France, where he will hold similar talks with French President Emmanuel Macron. Palestinians participated in funerals of 4 killed by Israeli troops during protests yesterday over the U.S.'s recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital. 2 of the casualties were on the Gaza Strip border, where thousands of Palestinians gathered to hurl rocks at Israeli soldiers beyond the fortified fence. One of those killed on the Strip was 29-year-old wheelchair-bound Ibrahim Abu Thuraya, who was a regular at such demonstrations. In the occupied West Bank, medics said 2 other protesters were killed and 10 wounded by Israeli gunfire. A powerful magnitude 6.5 earthquake struck the island of Java in Indonesia just before midnight last night, with authorities reporting 3 deaths and damage to hundreds of buildings. The roof of a local mosque completely caved in, but the imam said no one was injured. Indonesia's National Disaster Management Agency said the quake activated early tsunami warning systems in the south of Java, prompting thousands to evacuate from some coastal areas, but no tsunami was detected. Libya's Coastal Guard has rescued more than 250 illegal migrants trying to leave the North African country in small boats bound for Italy. They included women, children and men from different sub-Saharan and Arab countries. Libya's western shores are the main departure point for migrants, mainly from sub-Saharan countries, fleeing poverty and conflict, trying to reach Europe. British Finance Minister Philip Hammond said it is likely Britain will want to negotiate a bespoke arrangement for a future trade deal with the European Union rather than copying existing arrangements like the Canada-EU deal. Speaking in Beijing, Hammond said it was probably not helpful to think in terms of off-the-shelf models like the Canada-EU deal. The European Union agreed yesterday to move Brexit talks onto Trade and Transition Pact, but some leaders cautioned that the final year of divorce negotiations before Britain's exit could be fraught with peril. A top United Nations official has said that poverty and inequality rates in the United States are alarming and poised to worsen under President Donald Trump and threatening the nation's democracy. Philip Alston, UN Special Rapporteur on Extreme Poverty and Human Rights, said more than 1 in 8 Americans live in poverty. Nearly half of those live in what is considered deep poverty, and most have no way of escaping their plight. The UN official's outlook came after he recently toured the country from homeless encampments in California to small towns in the south and the hurricane-devastated island of Puerto Rico. And in some lighter news, Paris's Eiffel Tower has been transformed into a winter wonderland, all decked out for the holidays with Christmas trees and giant penguins. The first-floor terrace of the 324-meter-high monument opened its doors to tourists for the holiday season. Visitors are welcomed by a family of shiny penguin sculptures and a replica of the Eiffel Tower with silver mirrors surrounding a forest with sparkling pine trees and ice floes. The light decorations can be viewed until February 18th. In sports, Italy's Alex Carella, driving for Team Abu Dhabi, won the Sharjah Grand Prix yesterday, gaining his 4th Formula 1 powerboat world title. Sweden's Jonas Andersson finished 2nd, his first podium of the season. 3rd was UAE's Thani Al-Qamzi, with Philippe Chiappe of France finishing 4th. Eric Stark of Sweden came to Sharjah with hopes of taking 2nd place overall from Chiappe, but he retired in the race and had to settle for 3rd place in the series. Hanna Huskova of Belarus won the first freestyle aerial World Cup of the 2018 season at China's Secret Garden Resort. Huskova opted for a conservative back layful run, which carried a maximum score of 87. She was given 74.82 by the judges, the highest score at the time. Local favorite Shu Mengtao decided to perform a back double full with a maximum score of 105.75, but she too fell on landing. The judges awarded her 71.55 points to give Huskova the win. China's Jia Zongyang scored 127.88 to win the same event. Jia was more than 10 points ahead of Maxim Gustik of Belarus, who finished second with 117.26 points. Third was Canada's Lewis Irving with a score of 103.68. The next World Cup event is tomorrow. And finally, a look at the weather. It will be relatively cold tonight and fair tomorrow as temperatures rise. Amman can expect a high of 18 degrees Celsius and a low of 10. In the Gulf of Aqaba, it will be moderate with a high of 23 degrees and a low of 13. With this, we come to the end of tonight's news. I'm Dana Abu Sham. Thanks for watching and have a good night.